I've driven the Lexus GS350 in both normal and hybrid forms. Behind me is the F-Sport version. Will I be even more impressed? Let's find out. From the side, you can't miss the F-Sport logo, the blacked out, smoky, larger alloy wheels, or its aggressive stance. The spindle grille helps you easily recognize this Lexus GS350 with the other current models. In this case, black mesh for the F-Sport version, also a more aggressive airflow up front. The F-Sport version manages to look elegant and luxurious, but at the same time aggressive. Check out the exhaust. The interior also looks a bit more aggressive for the F-Sport version. Setting apart the F-Sport version are the pedals and the F-Sport logo on the steering wheel. The fully powered leather seats, in this case cool red leather, offer extra levels of comfort and of course support to hold you in cornering. The armrest slides forwards and backwards. Open it up and you've got a tray up top which you can remove, and then storage, of course, USB, and also inputs for your smartphone and a charger. The button on the right controls the rear sunshade. The button on the left is your parking sensors. You get a snow setting and also adjustable drive settings: normal, eco, and sport plus. More on that later. Here's the mouse control. No touchscreen on the Lexus, but it is one of the largest screens available. Easy to control. You've got your Lexus Inform suite of apps, which you can control also and link up to your smarter iPhone. Sort of a concierge service and lots of useful apps too. You can check out the latest traffic incidents, weather, or even your stocks, or your latest fuel consumption figures. It's nice that you can also see what's playing, also the artist, and also your presets at the same time thanks to the large screen. The dual zone climate control works very well, and it even has sensors to make sure that each passenger is comfortable. You get heated and cooled seats on both sides. You also get a hideaway with 2 cup holders. Smart key with push button start is also great to have. On the steering wheel you have controls for your radio, volume, channel, also Bluetooth, of course, and there's a display button here which you'll be able to see up on the gauge cluster here. Nice colors, very luxurious. Going through the basic displays, all the information you need to know. Of course, you have the familiar cruise control button, the same on Toyota and Scion as well. The steering wheel is, of course, power adjusted for tilt and telescope. To the left of the steering wheel you have your odometer trip control and also the dashboard dim switches. On the far left you have your blind spot monitoring button. Bottom right here you have the heated steering wheel and the traction control button. I don't ever recommend that you turn that off. More storage in the door here on the bottom. Also here, controls for your power windows and door locks, and 3 memory settings for the seat. Overall, it's a tech-savvy interior, but it's also luxurious, and most importantly, it looks great. Out and back you get your own vents and charger, and seating for 3 across. The trunk is quite large. You got a cargo net there, and a pass-through to the main cabin too. Powering the GS350 is a 3.5-liter V6, which makes 306 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. That's good enough for a 0 to 60 time of 5.7 seconds. Fuel economy is rated at 19 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 21 miles per gallon overall with all-wheel drive. The Lexus GS starts just a tad under $50,000. Now, the $6,695 F-Sport package is really what makes it the F-Sport. And that adds 19-inch wheels, adaptive variable suspension, 16-way power driver's seat, heated and ventilated seats, black headliner, F-Sport exterior styling, and rain-sensing wipers. The $1,735 navigation package features a 12.3-inch screen with Lexus Inform. That's one of the biggest screens available. You also get Sirius XM nav traffic and weather, a $700 blind spot monitor with power folding side mirrors, the $500 intuitive park assist, and the $252 accessory package with trunk mat, cargo net, and wheel locks. With all that, you're out the dealer door with destination at $59,742. So basically, just under $60,000. Now, competition comes from the Infiniti Q50. I just tested the Q50S, so that one's fresh in my mind. And of course, the BMW 5 Series and the Mercedes E-Class. Now, I think this one has most in common with the Infiniti Q50, and I think they even look similar. The GS offers a heck of a lot of bang for the buck, and really the F-Sport package adds some individuality. You know, Toyota is going after a younger market. They want drivers who are young and hip. It's got the blacked out features, F-Sport styling inside and out, so it stands out a bit. I really like the red leather that's with this car. Of course, it's not all about looks either. The F-Sport does add some actual handling ability, and that's a great thing for people that want a true sports sedan. Gear down and you can really tell how serious the F-Sport is about handling and performance. Strong brakes and a very, very nice tone in the exhaust. Plenty of power for getting on and off the highways, and a lot of power to have fun with to boot. Checking out the night look on the GS350, and it's good. Hint of luxury there. You got a blue light going on right now. Of course, if you were to switch it over, then you get that red glow for the sports setting. So it's a nice look, and there's meaning in the colors too. Stop. Listen. Just a little bit of wind noise. Lexus is known to be very quiet. It's almost hybrid quiet, although this one's not the hybrid. But it's also very comfortable too. The seat contours to your body well, and just a comfortable car to take a road trip in. And that's really what you want a car for. Of course, the GS F-Sport has a lot more going for it than that, but it's very important that a car is comfortable, and it's an added bonus when it's this quiet too. Of course, engage the Sport or Sport Plus modes, and it takes on an entirely different personality. Jekyll and Hyde. Impressive. I'm at 64 miles an hour, cruise control set, and the tachometer reads about 1700 RPMs.
Continue on the current freeway.
And on cue, the navigation tells me where to go. And that's really what this Lexus is all about. Everything has been thought out. The ergonomics are excellent. And, you know, I think you could probably blindfold me and I could tell you that I'm in a Lexus. It's a softness to the material on the dash. It's the way the windshield wipers engage. It's the way when you turn the volume control on the radio that the knob feels. It's very polished. It's very opulent, and that feeling is very nice, and it is different from that in the Infiniti. It's also different from that in the German cars like the Mercedes and the BMW. They all have their distinct personalities, and the Lexus personality is excellent.
20 miles ahead on the route. Road construction.
It's a dependability and an opulence and a luxurious elegance, but you feel it, and that's what's most important. The Lexus GS definitely has a distinct personality, and the F-Sport makes it even more distinct. In the past, Lexus was content to offer fairly priced, comfortable luxury cars that were quick enough, but really not true sports sedans. That philosophy did and still does sell a lot of Lexuses, but with the new F-Sport package, car buyers can now get a true sports sedan that has the handling and performance, but also the aggressive look that many of today's buyers are really seeking. It's nice that they've added the versatility to the entire vehicle lineup, including the IS and the LS, which I've also previously tested. Look for my reviews on YouTube. Of course, the GS is a bit larger than the IS and not as large as the expensive top-of-the-line LS, so it offers a great combination of sedan roominess and comfort, in addition to the F-Sport look, plus the power and performance. New for 2014 is an 8-speed automatic for improved performance and fuel economy. You also get Siri Eyes Free with a button on the steering wheel. That'll let you control your iPhone via voice. The optional Lexus Night View has been totally dropped, not even available as an option anymore. And most importantly for 2014, you do have some tweaks to the GS350's engine, intake, and exhaust systems, which should help give the sedan a sportier feel. To me, the Lexus Infiniti comparison is a bit like Ford and Chevy in America. Both have their very devoted fans, but I think they each have enough personality to make them stand out from the rest of the crowd. They both offer great bang for the buck, and though their prices have risen, they're still a bargain when you compare them to the German competition. And that's what it's all about. In the end, I think the Lexus GS350 F-Sport is a great choice for a buyer looking for a Lexus that stands out a bit from the crowd. The hybrid might make more sense for most drivers, and it's plenty quick, but the F-Sport does offer extra crisp handling and that fun-to-drive factor, as well as the luxury, safety, and reliability, and optional all-wheel drive that the Lexus marque is known for, plus a bold and aggressive look to boot. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.